everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So we will be discussing how to write 9-band IELTS writing task 1. That question was part of 16 November 2024 IELTS exam. And another question was also reported in India, that is line graphs. If you have knowledge about that line graph question, please do text me in comment section. So how to do this IELTS writing task 1 bar graph, and of course I will be telling you how to utilize, how to plan all your 20 minutes along with important instructions and vocabulary also we will discuss, and how to write introduction, overall paragraph and body detail paragraph. So let's start. After getting question statement, writing task 1, so just look at this is vertical bar graph. Okay, so vertical bar graph is this, and I can see three categories: food and drink, restaurant and hotel, and entertainment. Of course, age groups are also there: under 30, 31, 45, 46 to 65 age groups are there. And let's read the question statement. The chart below shows that expenditure on three categories among different age groups of residents in the UK in 2004. There is only 1 year. It is clear that it is in past tense. So we know there are different three categories among different age groups of residents in UK. Okay, now let's analyze the table, this bar graph, sorry. So yellow one is food, and second is pink one is restaurant, and third gray one is entertainment. So in actual exam you will not get any colorful thing, only the lighter thing, the darker and the darker shade, you can get all the things. Okay, so after looking at this bar graph, what I can see here, yes, what I can see here, initially the pink one was the highest, and after each age group, so it is going down and down. Okay, so here it is just least amount, it is at the least, and then again rose. And I can see the black one, the gray one, entertainment. So in first age group it is going up. So this is the youngest and this is the oldest age group. So I can see, as I told you, pink one is going down, means restaurant, and the food one is also, yes, this is going up. So here, from here to here and here, this is going up only, and this line is for just following downward trend, means there is a decrease in usage of restaurant and hotels at the age of the highest one, and this gray one also going up, and finally in the final age group it dropped down. Okay, now this we have analyzed, and here I can see the least one, just almost touching almost one, or around one around. So this is the least thing I can see here, and the yellow one is going up and up only. No, just look back, no fluctuations here. Okay, so now we have analyzed these younger age group up to from 30, under 30 and up to, you can see they were spending more money on food and restaurant and hotel. Okay, and less money spent on entertainment. But as soon as the Britishers growing up, means their ages are going up, so they are most on food and drink as well as on entertainment facilities, not going for restaurant and hotels and all. Okay, now let's discuss important things, how to plan your 20 minutes. As you know, you will be getting 20 minutes at least. First 3-4 minutes spend time on analyzing the details, like how I am spending it. But one more thing is missing. After this discussion I will tell you what is missing. So after 3-4 minutes planning and all, you have to write your writing task 1, and finally last 3 minutes or 4 minutes you can spend on rechecking, means reread your writing task 1, whatever you have read, whatever you have written, so that you can get your own errors. Okay, so another important instructions, as you know, we have to write here minimum 150 words. Okay, but don't panic if your essay, your writing task 1 has become like had come out with 140, 145 words. That doesn't matter. If you are writing 140 or 145, 149 words without any errors and all, there is no problem. Okay, and 4 paragraphs you should make it, okay, without any doubt. So first paragraph will be intro, and then overall paragraph. Overall means uh, what you can give conclusion kind of thing. So it is indirectly it is not conclusion, but without saying any facts and figures, what you can realize by looking at the graph or diagram. So and then third and fourth paragraph will be detail body paragraph. Okay, so these 4 paragraphs you should write it. Now coming to vocabulary part, if you write again and again food and drink, restaurant and hotel, entertainment, so I am not saying every time you should change it. I am saying little bit. If you can write synonym, like instead of drink, can we use beverages, food and beverages? Restaurant means eating out. Hotel, so hotel, entertainment, leisure activity, you can you see this how what I have done. Spending money, pin money, disbursement of funds, financial and all. So expenditure, spent, paying out, spending funds. So these words I have found it after writing my writing task 1. Then I have searched for these words on google.com. Okay, food and drink, beverages, as I told you, this already I know it. Entertainment, leisure activities or entertainment activities also you can write. 76 plus age group you can write most aged people or most aged Britishers. And 30 plus, under 30 you can write the most youngest group in this bar graph. On this bar graph you can write. So it all depends how you can change simple words into your own vocabulary. Okay, so in so this we have done. Now let's go to how to write introduction. The chart below. Okay, yes, what I was missing it for writing detail body paragraph. For writing detail body paragraphs, so what you can do, how will you come to know that this is what because here it is percentage. Okay, how will you come to know that what is this percentage? So you do it like that. Your line should be like that. Okay, so 10, it is 10, your line should be like that. 5, it is like that. Then you will come to know that it is exact 5 or it is just above 5 or just below. You can just find out because you can see nothing. So it is, this yellow one is above 5, you can say it is around 7. Okay, this is more than that. So both of you, if you can combine these yellow and entertainment, you can say just around 7, both entertainment and food and drink. And here it is just below 15, means it is around or roughly 14%. So you can just write your percentages over here. And of course it is not exact, that's why every time when you will be using these percentages, you will be writing like just below 15%, around 5%. You can just write because these are not exact figures. If it is like that here only, then it is then it will be 5% only. No no adjective or adverb word you will be using it. So same way you can write it, the figures before writing your detailed paragraphs. It will be really helpful, and within short time you can easily write your details. So it is around 17%. Percent, we know everything is percentage, so it is 13%. It is also, you can mark it, yeah, 13 or 13% you can mark it. This is around 11, and this you can mark it 8 or 9. Yeah, it is, I think, 9 you can mark it. And this is not exact, this is 19 you can say, and 22 and 23 you can say. So you mark it accordingly because you have to write roughly, approximately, just below, just above these words you should use it. Okay, now let's write introduction. So introduction means paraphrasing of question statement. Writing task 1 and 2 both means question statement, Introduction means you have to write paraphrasing of question statement. Paraphrasing means you have to just change the words, not changing the meaning of the sentence, meaning of the question statement. Okay, the chart below shows. So here I have written the presented bar graph. So in fact the presented vertical, I have forgotten to write vertical bar graph depicts, because one bar graph is there na? So I know where many bar graphs, but in question statement they have given the chart below. It means one chart is there, one bar graph depicts. So instead of shows I have written depicts, or you can use the word illustrates. The percentage, instead of expenditure on three categories I have written the percentage of citizens expenses divided into three categories. We know these are the three categories. Okay, divided into three categories that I have taken name. Food, drink, restaurant and hotel, and entertainment among the three different age groups in the UK in 2004. See this, everything I have written it same. Only I have changed some words. I have taken the words from this diagram. Okay, now overall paragraph, how we can write overall paragraph. Overall, see this overall. I will tell you what are these orange and green words. So green words means these are the words in every graph. So here it is bar graph. So sometimes it may be line graph, map diagram. So instead of bar graph, you can write map or process diagram. So you can change according to the diagram. So depicts, you can use the depict, but if there are more pictures are there, then you will be erasing this s. So use these words. So overall, so what I was telling you, overall what we will write, we can see uh, as the age group, as the age of the Britishers improves, means going up, their preferences are changing. So see, when the people are young, they are spending more money on food and drink and restaurant. But as soon as they are growing old, their preferences were changing, like entertainment and food also. So this we have to write. Overall, 60 years and above, 60 years and above, most expenditure was food and drink, as well as 60 years and above, as well as entertainment, while hotel stays and restaurants were on lease. We are talking about 60 and these two categories, 60 and above. Okay, so it can be clearly seen that aged graph preferences were changed, food eating out to foods and drink along with entertainment. So I have talked about these two categories, but you can also talk about, so young age groups were spending more money on restaurant and food also. Now coming to body paragraph. So how will you write body paragraphs? Of course you can write age wise, or you can write this category wise. So it's better if you write age accordingly. So you can combine these two, or last two you can combine, and you can combine these two also. So it all depends, and you can just talk about different categories in every paragraph, and you have to compare between these three things. Okay, so let's start with category number. So let's start with category number, this one, 46 to 40, and I have combined 46 to 60 and 76 plus. I have combined these two categories. Okay. Uh, uh, Looking at English people age group from 46 to 60 and 76 plus, spend their most on food and drink. Spend their most on food and drink. See this, yes, they are right. So we are talking about these three categories, not from 46 to 40 and 65 plus. So here you can write 61 to 75 also, comma after comma. Okay, so these three categories we have combined, because here every category is spending more on food category. Food and drink accounting for approximately 17% and 23% respectively. Okay, these two categories we are talking, this and this, 17% and 23% we are talking, okay, respectively. They also spent on entertainment activities with just 15%. See this 15, around 15%. Entertainment is this 15%, and here this is also around. So I have just combined the data. See this, with just 15% for the former group, 46 to 60, and roughly 13% for the later group. See this, 13% for the later group. So these two categories we are talking, okay. So I have used former means first group and latter means this second group I am talking. In contrast, yes, now I am talking about this also, 61 to 75. Those aged 61 to 75 utilize their finances on leisure activities which amounted to 23%. See this 23% that I have written, leisure activities. Here it is 23% leisure activities. So that I have written, which accounted to 23%, followed by food and drink, which constituted 20%. See this 20% is with this category we are talking. This is around 19 or 20, you can write it, okay, roughly. Okay, 20, this is 19% actually. Okay, so these three agents, now I am giving some line for this. These three aged citizens in the UK spent the least on restaurants and hotels, with all spending less than 12%. So all three categories I am talking. These three aged citizens in the UK spent the least on restaurants and hotels. See this, spent least. So out of their total, so they have spent least on this pink one. See this. That's why we have written which with all spending less than 12%. Now coming to next category, that is 31 to 45. So we will talk about 31 to 45. Moving to the spending pattern of Britishers, 31 to 45, this group predominantly dedicated their 2004 financial budgets to food and hotels. See this, food and hotels. So these two categories, food and hotels, with both categories accounting for approximately 13%. So count 12 and 11 it is given, so they have combined 13%. However, they use their financial resources least on entertainment with just under 7%. See this, with just under 7 or 8% you can write it. It's around, this is 7 or 8% you can write. And now talk about this category. Now talk about this category. Finally, individuals under 30 prioritize these people prioritized hotels and restaurants, allocating just below 15% or 15% of their annual budget. So here as I told you, it is 14%. Surprisingly, this figure was double. This figure was double to 17 and 7 and 8 is around 15. So this figure was double that of their expenditure on food and beverages and entertainment, which was figured out around 5%. So around 5%, see this. No, it is around 5%. Yes, it is around. So you can mark it 7, and this is also around 7 or 8, 7% you can mark it. Around 5%, both the figures are there. I have not combined. So around, in fact, 7% we can write. 7%. That's why this will be double.